That's right, that good-looking veteran that you saw right behind those ladies who were singing. 104 years old. We all almost fell off of our chairs last night when we were reporting, and they said he was 104 years old because he looked and sounded amazing. And at the end of their singing, he said, you know, I've always thought I was a lucky guy. I'm a lucky guy tonight. And looking at those beautiful ladies, it was a fun moment.
He was. That was the best of the spirit of Fox News' Freedom Bunker.
That's right. The spirit remained high in the Freedom Bunker during a brief weather evacuation. Despite the rain, thousands returned back to the National Mall last night.
Showing the American resilience, a key theme of President Trump's speech honoring America's greatest heroes.
From the beginning, we were a nation that lived by the motto, victory or death, and live free or die. 1 out of every 100 Americans gave their lives in the fight for independence. He helped lead a surprise attack on 100 enemy combatants. They said he was finished. And this evening he stands to salute the only flag of its kind, the one that was draped over the casket of President Abraham Lincoln. Captain Schubring is here tonight, and he is saluting the flag that went down with the Arizona at Pearl Harbor, but was raised back up.
Fox News contributor Hugh Hewitt joins us now. So great to see you this morning, Hugh. So the president had a spectacular speech at Mount Rushmore on Friday night, and then that speech last night. Give us a grade on how you think the president did ringing in America 250.
Oh, good morning, friends. He got a AA because, as you noted, on Friday night he's at Mount Rushmore, gave a terrific speech with Washington, Jefferson, Lincoln, and TR behind him, flies back to D.C., gets a rain delay and a thunderstorm, gives another terrific speech. And I just want to salute whoever helped him and whatever came out of that speech. I'll remember him recognizing Sergeant William Graves from the battle at Morris Island back in 1863, I believe. And then we go up to Colonel Paris Davis in Vietnam, Medal of Honor recipient as well, saluting the flag on Lincoln's casket. Then we got the Pearl Harbor veteran, we've got the Normandy veteran, we got the Iwo Jima veteran. That's an extraordinary bit of craftsmanship. So the drama of Friday night and Saturday night, I just want to remark, you guys work long hours. Sometimes I work long hours. I don't know how the president does that. From Mount Rushmore on Friday night to D.C. on Saturday night, rain delay, and knock it out of the park. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, his energy is just off the charts. Everyone wants to know, where does it come from? You talked about these battles. The president saying we have another battle on our hands. Communism, which has been totally normalized in the Democrat Party. I want you to listen to this, and then we'll get your thoughts on the other side of this clip.
The entire world has been on notice that Americans will never let anyone take our freedom away. Won't happen. And all these talks from the communists, they haven't got a chance. Not even a chance. The communist system is the opposite of the American system, and the communist system has never worked. Our warriors did not fight communism on battlefields across the world, only to have that menace rear its ugly head right back here in America. We're not going to let it happen.
Hugh, he also said communism is for losers, talking about how it's never worked. But it seems like for young people in particular, they need to relearn that lesson, and the president's taking this head on, right?
I think he is, and I'm glad he is. He did it both at Mount Rushmore. He did it last night on the Mall. Rip off the gift wrapping. Rip off all the idea of, oh, we'll give a lot of stuff away. Confront the fact, as he did, communism has never worked anywhere. And whether it's Mayor Mamdani or Ms. Chevalier in New York City, whether it's Ms. Quiros in Denver, whether it's Graham Plattner, a self-described communist up in Maine, rip the gift wrapping off and look at the fact that I think he said it murdered 100 million people in the last century. That's low. It's about 120 million as far as I understand it. It always fails. And he was so right, not just to celebrate the Declaration, but also the righteousness of our Constitution. I think that might be my favorite line in Bo's speech when he saluted the righteousness of our Constitution. Well done in both cases, but I especially like Get a hold of the beautifully wrapped box, open it up. It's empty. There are only bones in there. The desiccated dry bones of failed regimes and tyrants. I think he did it again and again, both at Rushmore and on the Mall, and I welcome it because that's what November is about. It's what every election is about. Do we want liberty or do we want slavery?
Such a great point. And for the critics of what the president did last night, it must be hard for them because how could you not support the patriotism and sacrifice? Hugh Hewitt, thank you very much.
Thanks, Hugh.
Thank you, Hugh.
Thank you, friends. Have a great one.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.